Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Monster High news to talk about. From the confirmation of Real Drama Series 1 dolls coming back in 2025 alongside the release of Series 2 and who else that might include. The G3 Hisfits going back in stock. We have also some real life pictures of the new potion minis, to Cleo and Deuce coming back together in the Scaremester comic book and more, so stay tuned to subscribe and let's get into it. First off, let's talk about the G3 Hisfits Wear Pack, Wear Twins pack, you know, the Hisfits band. The infamous Hisfits pack that no one could get their hands on unless they want to pay more money because they sold out. Well, thankfully they are back in stock, or at least they are up for pre-order on Entertainment Earth. So if you live in the US, amazing news for you. Unfortunately, for international fans like us, like me, we still don't really have a way to get them. I mean, I would hope that they would, come to Amazon eventually, but it's like, when? Because we don't have, do they have a listing? I haven't even looked, but I don't think they have a listing because I think I would have known. But it doesn't seem like they're available on Amazon right now. I don't know. I hope that they become available because for international fans like me, it's really hard. And then we're going to have to spend even more money on eBay prices to get this Hisfits pack. So it really sucks because obviously I do want to collect every G3 core doll at least of every character. And the Werecat twins are exclusive to this Hisfits pack. So it sucks. It really sucks. Just I don't know why, but Heath, I never saw him. He's never become available on Smith's Toys for me, where I live, and also online on Amazon. Amazon Germany doesn't have him yet. I only saw him on Amazon UK for more shipping price, because Amazon UK you have to pay shipping, just like with eBay. So really the only way for me, at least from where I live, to buy things from the normal price point is on Amazon Germany. Otherwise I do have to pay shipping, which always makes it more expensive. So I do hope that the Hisfits dolls will become available for more international fans, but I guess them coming back for pre-order for around November is a good sign that they will become more widely available and accessible, because I do think, I don't know why, but they sold out and they became really, hard to find. I don't know why. Did they not make enough of the pack? Or maybe because they seemingly are Entertainment Earth exclusive or something. I'm not sure. I hope they change. I hope they change this, because again, I think a lot of us are international fans and we just don't have accessibility to get them from this website, unless we want to pay a lot of shipping, whatever. So yeah, I hope they change because they look amazing, and yeah, I still want the Werecat twins as the core dolls. I still want to have them because they look really cute. But then there's also Torlai, and then we also have the accessories, which you are paying for, and I think Torlai is really cute as well. But I think it's kind of a missed opportunity that they didn't just release the Werecat twins as a 2-pack. I mean, I guess they wanted to make them more exclusive, and obviously you have to pay more now because of the pack. But still, I feel like a 2-pack would have been more ideal, but whatever. Moving on, yes, we finally have some more real-life pictures and stock photos of the Potion Minis Series 3 that includes Cleo, Frankie, Laguna, Draculaura, and new characters for new figures for Claude and Venus. This series seems to be very green, the theme seems to be ooh, slime, ooh, green, ooh, gooey stuff. So, okay, fun. I guess it's supposed to be a theme because Venus is the main, the main figure you want out of this series. And she's green, so it's oh yeah, let's make it green. So that makes sense. Also because a lot of the colors that were chosen here are very neon. Claude has eye makeup on, which I love. Frankie with the mullet and the different, just all of them have neon colors. So I do like that. It's very specific, obviously. I think Venus, hands down, Venus is the best one. She's the cutest out of this series. Claude is a close second, just because they are also both new characters, both new figures to new figures of characters. And then the rest, Cleo is very cute. Frankie with the mullet, just such a statement. Such a choice, but we love a choice. No, but Frankie makes it work. Like, they do look good on the mullets. And I think the colors overall are really nice and vibrant. Again, Venus is like the highlight. I think Cleo, Frankie, Claude look good. Draculaura has a new pose at least, and Laguna doesn't. But yeah, I guess they're all okay. For me, I do worry that Mattel is gonna get too, they're gonna be too blinded by how well these minis do, that they're gonna start to slack off with the actual fashion doll releases for Monster High G3, because I do think Mattel has to remember that Monster High is first and foremost a fashion doll line with great characters. They are not a mystery blind box item series, you know what I mean? So I just hope that they remember the roots of Monster High, and that they don't abandon the quality and design and creative designs for the actual fashion dolls, because it does seem like the potion minis are doing really well, which is great for those of you who like them. But I also feel like each of them comes with like a plastic potion bottle, and if you're getting every series, please tell me, what are you gonna do with all these potion bottles? Because for me, if I were collecting them, I would have to start throwing them away. And that's obviously, it goes back to, it's not very climate friendly. I think they can do the whole mystery blind box thing, but then they should scrap the potion bottle being plastic, and they should make it somehow, like the type of plastic where you're not supposed to keep it. You know what I mean? Like, it's cheap plastic and not like an actual plastic container. Like, no. I feel like they have to change something, because I don't feel like there's a lot of longevity with how they are doing this line so far. But still, the figurines are really cute, but I just think they're kind of expensive for what you're getting. And also, again, the containers, the climate, it does matter. So, but what do you think? Are you collecting these? And how are you collecting them? Please tell me, because I do think, for me, I collect the Pixlings, the Magic Mixies Pixlings, and each of those has a bottle that I have to keep. So, I can't do this. I cannot collect these mystery dolls that come with these, big chunky plastic containers that I have to keep. Like, I can't do this. That's why I'm very specific with what I collect, because I don't have a lot of space. And again, I feel like it's not very environmentally friendly. But what do you think? Moving on, I thought more about the whole welcoming committee Frankie doll being cancelled or postponed. The last thing we actually heard from, a source like All MH Data, they said that Frankie was not cancelled. They were just postponed indefinitely, which to me, honestly, it's just as bad, because it means that Mattel is putting Frankie on ice. Like, they're just, indefinitely, we're not going to know when they're going to come out. I don't know why. I guess people have been saying because the whole pride subtext of the release with the colors and the poster and welcome committee and the be yourself little writing on the shoe. Is it pride themed? I don't think so, not specifically, but I guess you could see it as a pride release. So maybe on the one hand, they want to release Frankie for next year's pride, or on the other hand, maybe Mattel is scared to release this doll now because of the whole, pride subtext that the doll contains. So I don't know what's really true, but I do think that eventually they will have to release this doll, because if they don't, fans will be really disappointed and outraged. So yeah, I'm not sure, but it would be a shame also just to axe a final doll like this, where it seems like it's all ready and they chose to not release Frankie in the end. Although we never saw box stock photos, so I do wonder if we are ever going to see actual stock photos of the packaging or whatever, because so far we only had the stock photos of the actual doll. Interesting. Moving on to G1 news. Yes, it's now been confirmed by Cleo's Nile that the Real Drama dolls from Series 1 will be officially returning in 2025 with re-releases for all 4 of the dolls. That is very exciting. In my previous video, I already talked about this, but it wasn't confirmed, and now it's confirmed by Cleo's Nile, which is basically the go-to source for any Monster High news. So I'm pretty sure it's confirmed 100% that they are returning in 2025 with the original 4, and then Series 2, which so far we only know Cleo will be a part of this Series 2 lineup, will also be coming out next year in 2025 around, I want to say summer. Realistically speaking, summer releases probably, but also who else could be part of this Series 2? So far, again, Cleo has only been confirmed, which I think obviously makes sense, but then I also feel like Gulia, Abby, Spectra, Rochelle, Rebecca, Venus, Deuce, I don't know, some boy dolls perhaps also would be nice, but I think with the whole hair theme that they would have, that it doesn't make sense because boy dolls don't really have long hair. So I do think Cleo, Gulia, Abby, Spectra would make the most sense for a Series 2 lineup, but I guess we'll have to wait and see who actually ends up being part of Series 2, if not just Cleo really gets released alongside the re-releases and restock of Series 1. Now for me, I never got any of the real drama dolls. I was looking at listings on eBay at one point, but they were really just too expensive. So I am excited to see the re-releases happening for Series 1 because I hope it gives fans like me a chance to get them finally for the normal price because they are really expensive on eBay. They just, the whole way that Real Drama got canceled or just discontinued very shortly after the release, and how they were distributed to stores, the availability of all 4 dolls, that was all very messy. It actually reminds me of the Bratz Mean Girls release. So yeah, very traumatic for everyone involved. So I do wonder, I hope that they will improve with this re-release of the Series 1 Real Drama dolls. But are you excited? And what do you think? Who should be part of Series 2? Except for Cleo, who we know is confirmed to be coming in Series 2. Who else would you like to see in Series 2 also? By the way, just look at this amazing custom shared by at the Paradise of the Dolls on Instagram of the Wednesday Bianca doll, because we also know that Bianca will be getting an official Monster High Wednesday doll coming 2025. And this custom definitely to me kind of captures what Bianca's doll will look like whenever we do see her get revealed. She looks amazing, great job. Next, we have some updates from the new from the comic book series New Scaremaster shared by Monsterific Dolls on Instagram. We can see on some pages that Poe is Dracula's new boyfriend or something. Again, I didn't buy. What? I haven't gotten any of these Scaremaster comic books. Maybe I really should try to investigate where I would buy these comic books, because online I don't know where, and I don't have a comic book store near me. So but basically I feel I guess Draculaura has a new boyfriend, a human Poe. Again, fill me in if you know what's happening. But we also have a little bit of a page here where Claudine and Torlai, they broke up. So it's official, they broke up. But what's interesting is that Claudine and Torlai, they were talking about having cubs. Basically, they wanted to have children. How cute is, I'm sorry, I'm gagged. I never thought in a million years that I would wake up to having an officially released Monster High comic book series where they talk about Claudine and Torlai being in a relationship and having talked about getting, having cubs, having children. I'm sorry, how heartwarming, and just it honestly brings me hope that all hope is not lost in the world. This is just so cute, and I'm speechless because I was wait, hang on, sorry, what? Cubs and all? Children? What the? I'm sorry, that is so cute. But it's very disappointing because obviously they broke up. But still, at least this came out of it, because I feel it just really goes to show that it's so sweet. And now I just want them to become, for them to go back together, for them to, reunite, which is also what we saw here with Cleo and Deuce. Cleo and Deuce, yes, they are now officially back together in the Scaremaster comic book series. So that's very exciting. Yes, I guess because I don't know what happened, but Cleo and Deuce, they were broken up, but now they're back together, so that's really fun. So I just feel like a lot of love here. I feel like a lot of love and a lot of representation is coming out of this comic book series. So I'm really happy. Again, if you're buying these comic books, please let me know any more details that would be really nice to hear, because this is so cute. And lastly, the Monster High official Instagram account shared this picture for Holiday Cleo's doll for this year. Now, is it just me, or I kind of already imagined that they already promoted this doll, like they already posted the pictures, you know, because this doll, Cleo, she got released, I feel like months ago, right? She's not new, so I just think it's a little bit, okay, weird that they're now promoting her again, or like for the first time. Obviously it makes sense because the holiday season is right around the corner, but still, like, to me, I'm like, okay, well, this is not new. Like, maybe reveal the Collector Us 2-pack, right? I feel like that would be a bigger deal. Speaking of, the recently revealed Collector Us dolls, they're real, like for sure they're real. They are not customs, and I do think that perhaps one of the reasons why they look a little bit unfinished is because they are prototypes, because this was shared internally at first, but this was shared by someone who works officially at Mattel. So this is real, but they might just be prototypes for the time being. But I do wonder when they will officially reveal this 2-pack. Will it be November? I think they will release them in November. I think for sure. Because like what else would they release collector-wise in November, right? I think it makes sense. Next year we know we're getting the Megan's Collector doll, we're getting the Elvira Pride doll, and we're getting the Hocus Pocus, the Beetlejuice new 2-pack. That's all coming next year. But for this year, I do think this 2-pack has to release by the end of this year, so that makes sense. So yeah, they might look different, they might look improved with the finalized pictures of the 2-pack. Let's see. And that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and consider becoming a member today to support the channel if you're able to, and of course, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way and keeping you up to date with all the doll tea you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.